Okay. Can anyone see the mouse move? Please say yes, please. I was looking back on the stream that I just had and it was looking so bad. I could tell it kept freezing up, so I want to know, can you see this mouse moving? Okay, I think I have cracked the code of how to make this work. Yay! So I can't show the chat with this new setup, but it's better than it lagging out, so, you know. Alright, so we are going to do it on easy with Dolores. Now, before I begin, what is our challenge? Or am I just going to try to succeed? I could redo the challenge from just a moment ago, seeing as it kinda glitched out and all. I did win, but at the same time, I don't know if you guys will actually get to see the win. So we could go for the thing where, alright, yes to everything it is. So we're gonna retry this. Oh my goodness, this is working so much better. Look at that. We can move around so easily now. Okay, I need to actually focus on what I'm getting. Yeah, I want that. We'll start by getting this. It kept lagging out. And I will give you more info after I do the rush to grab all the things. So, 1 second. Alright. That was a fail on my part, and I don't deny it. Alright. Timmy, we definitely want you. Okay. So I will respond to chat more in just a moment. I just want to see if I can get all the good stuff. Yes, Boy Scout book. Medkit. Wait, no. Grab the medkit. That's so weird. It's actually letting me move so freely. Okay, if I can't get anything else, I want to get at least one water. Okay, we're just gonna deal with what we got. Let the Yes to Everything challenge begin. Alright, so the basic issue, it kept lagging out the stream because the game was too high on the graphics from what I can tell. So everyone was extremely behind stream-wise. So I'd rather not repeat that anymore, so we're gonna do it like this now. So +1 radio, +1 suitcase, +1 soup. That's amazing! Can you guys read it okay? Timmy is safe and that's what matters. We barely got here in time ourselves. We have no idea what happened to Mary Jane and Ted. Maybe they're okay. Well, ooh, and we got a flashlight and a water bottle. Sorry that's a bit blurry. I had to make the thing smaller on my screens for it to work. We really miss the life we had. The space, the sky, the road, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before this horrible bomb. I don't know how to access settings whilst I'm in a game. I mean, oh, there we go. Okay, 1 sec. What if I do that? Okay, yeah, that doesn't help much. Exit to menu. Let me fix that, because I can click continue this time. So let me make this a tiny bit bigger so we'll actually be able to see what it says. So you guys get to see settings! Alright, we're gonna bring that up to, yeah, just to there. So apply. Ah, yeah. I think that'll be much easier to work with. Alright, let's continue where we were. And let's see how it looks. Technical stuff! Woo! Alright. I think we've actually fully fixed everything now. And look. Ah, yeah, that's way easier to read too, right? Fun memories are one thing, but we need... Captain, we have a problem. What is the problem? What's the problem? What happened? Oh, yeah, I see it. One sec, I'll fix that. I just noticed. Let me just do that real quick. Magical technical stuff. Let's see. If I try force scaling, by the way, if you mention that being a thing, then it won't work. And there we go. How's that? It's not full on my screen. I couldn't risk that at the time. Does that look way better? Can you still read the text okay? Just so I can confirm everything's cool before I continue. Yay! Finally, we have a system that will work! Alright. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Dolores is doing quite well, or she can't find anything to complain about. And yay, everything's cool. And just so you know what I'm doing with these kinds of things, with the Yes to Everything challenge, if I have more than one option available, I will allow a vote in the chat. Just so you know how it's gonna work. Right, enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dolores is really craving a cup of coffee. Real, true, blue American coffee. The kind that you can drink 5 cups and still feel sleepy. But where are we going to find that in this wasteland? Well, Dolores' favorite diner used to be a few blocks away. Maybe someone should go on a copy run? But who? This is the moment. I know, right? Hi, Sagar! How you doing? You made it to the finally fixed stream. I should have relabeled it to say finally fixed it. Okay, so now that we're all fixed, which one are we gonna do? Dolores? Timmy. Dolores, Timmy. Because Dolores probably should go get her own coffee, but we have 2 choices. Alright, so your vote is send Dolores, so that's 1 vote for Dolores. I'm kind of on board for that too, but I'll give a moment for Sagar, or in case he wanted to toss something in. Or anyone else, really. Because yes, Dolores wants to go get coffee in the radioactive wasteland. Nothing could go wrong. We are in our Yes to Everything challenge though, so we have to send someone. And it looks like we're sending Dolores. If she comes back sick, I'm going to be annoyed. Oh hey, she's fine. That's a bonus. Great, we got a whole pot of cold coffee. The taste is weird. Ah yes, radioactive coffee. The best kind, apparently. So the taste is weird and we don't have any sugar or milk to give it flavor, but it'll do. Step up from the bland, slightly irradiated water we've been drinking. The pot only held a few cups worth of coffee and we gulped it all down in mere minutes. All of us are now very alert and ready for anything. For the next 5 or so minutes anyway. Can't leave Timmy without water for long. If there's anything to report about Dolores, this is where we've been ridden. So they're both still A-okay, and we are going to set up to scavenge. It's difficult to keep our spirits up in this situation. We do hope this whole mess will be over soon, or else we might end up in a place much worse than this cozy shelter. Dun dun dun! At least we're surviving okay. I was hoping to get more stuff, but at least we managed to fix everything so the stream stopped being so buggy. Alright. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Fair enough. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. I know he can survive another day. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Alright, tomorrow will be ration day, but for today, who do we chuck out into the wilderness and wish good luck, without a gas mask? Because we have to say yes to everything, which means we have to scavenge. So shall we send the only adult or the only child? Which one? Timmy? Do we even give him something, or shall we send him with his bare hands? Actually, you know what? We could just give him the suitcase, because then he can take a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm not going to send him with extra stuff besides that, but what do you think? Suitcase? So for sending Timmy, I'm going to actually give him water and food, since he'll be going away. Just because that makes sense. So suitcase sound good to you guys? Yeah, basically, he can hit someone over the head with the suitcase. Also, I did not realize how much soup we had. My goodness. Look at that. 10.75 cans of soup. And Timmy went out into the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. We'll probably just keep surviving, but yeah. Be a bonus if he could come back. Alright, there's Dolores' food and water. It's not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help thinking about what we can make of this terrible situation. Fair enough. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some forsaken hole like Toronto? Why is that bad? That's not bad. Oh well, we'll just keep going. Solo survival with Dolores! Maybe moving away won't be too bad. We can probably make new friends, meet new people. Provided anyone is still alive, that is. If there's anything to report about Dolores, this is where it was been written. Okay? Yeah, nothing bad against Canada, exactly. I don't get why that's a thing. And it's been a while since we showered. The smell in this tiny shelter is as far from roses as it can get. We had thought of washing ourselves. Too bad we didn't grab any soap along the way. But maybe we can make do with something else. So we only have one option, so we have to say yes. Spray yourself with the poison! Spray yourself! There went our poison on that note. Why did we have poison again? Anyway. We finally have a good use for that bug spray. Bug spray. Still poison. And it probably smells better than we do, so we can use it to become a bit more presentable smell-wise anyway. Alright. And let's see. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this horrible situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want. No, you can't. They will get annoyed. But that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We don't even need to say commie these days. Come on. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. All these references. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. Where are you guys criminals? Oh dear. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any signs of them. Oh, we have to say yes, and we actually have the radio now, so that's kind of nice. Alright. I wonder when Timmy's gonna come back. We made contact! Woo! The military is out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. I hope they come get us before we go insane and die. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Lotus can't remain this thirsty for long. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and planned a trip outside. Before we could make the first step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. Well, the only thing we can use is the flashlight. And it's the doggy. I remember the situation from last stream. Not long ago, so you know. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a doggy! I don't care that they put dog. It's a doggy. It's a good doggy. Yeah, it's a good doggo. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it'll come back later. And look, we're still perfectly healthy, so the dog didn't even do anything bad. It didn't hurt our supplies. It was just staying the night because it needed a place to stay. It was cute. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, the best stuff, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? Well, it's yes to everything. Time to get sick and use our med kit. Oh, hey, we're still alive. The gift was booby-trapped. There was nothing inside besides some junk, and as soon as we opened the suitcase, it exploded. Dolores was hurt. Wait, she was? Oh, I didn't even notice that cute little bandage. I don't want to heal her yet. I don't have to, so... We really miss the life we had. The space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before this horrible bomb was dropped. The end. She died that quickly? Really? What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Timmy can sneak like a secret agent man, but that might not be enough to avoid the band of raiders camped near our shelter. We can probably assume he isn't coming back. If we only had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Laura still up. Wait. I forgot to give her water! No! I completely forgot to give her supplies! Oh, that was a terrible job! I did horribly. And it's okay that you said Timmy should go outside. I think we'll take one more round, but then we'll end the stream. So we'll have one more round at the Yes to Everything challenge. Alright. Well, technically round 3. We won round 1, but the stream lagged out so much that I don't think anyone's going to be able to find it. And round 2, of course, you just saw how it ended. Let's see. We need to make sure to get the med kit, because that thing is going to be the only reason we're going to live. Well, and the Boy Scout book, but, you know. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, that's one. That's water. That's a flashlight. No, don't block me, please. I have only 60 seconds. Okay. We are not grabbing him yet. I'll grab him if I think I have enough food. Oh. There we go. Slowly but surely I will get the hang of these controls, I promise. Slowly but surely. Okay, we need to have at least one other person with us, so you know what? Let's grab him. Because he's better than no one. Alright, and we're definitely going to grab the gun. And the mumskin. Alright. Can we run back and get more supply? No, we can't risk it. We're about to fall in anyways. There we go. I don't like my setup yet already. Let's see what we start with. Here we go. Day 1. This already looks horrible. Just gonna say that now. Okay, we have an extra bit of water that was already down here. Okay, so let's see. We have 9 waters and 2 soups. Nothing could go wrong with this. And we also don't have the gas masks, so we're gonna have to send them out into the wasteland without anything to protect them from sickness. We have a med kit. Oh dear. Alright, so driving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier, and we're gonna have to say yes to everything. What have I done? Loki, want to retry that, but I don't think we should. Okay, some mornings we feel a bit helpless. We need to pull ourselves together and be more optimistic. Army can't be far. Timmy is on his best behavior. How long will it last? Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Alright. Well, we're not giving them anything, and we're gonna start prepping for supplies, and we don't have the Boy Scout book. Please don't go insane, please. No one go nuts. Okay, no one went nuts. We still have a chance. They didn't go nuts. Okay, they all want water, but they don't get any. Okay, we're gonna send... Which one? Which one of these guys do you guys think? Vote real quick. Who's gonna scavenge for us and potentially die in the wasteland? Or come back and potentially waste our medkit. One or the other. What do you think? Ted, Dolores, or Timmy? Ted, Dolores, Timmy, Ted, Dolores, Timmy, Timmy. Tim? That's technically Timmy. There's Ted, T-E-D, or Timmy. Which one do you mean? They're both men. Technically speaking. Okay, Ted. Alright, and we send him with nothing. We just say good luck, Ted, and hope he comes back. And we have our original duo from the last try. We'll see how long they live, and Timmy's in... When did Timmy get in terrible shape? Oh, he just is in terrible shape because he wants water. Too bad, he can get it tomorrow. Alright, really miss the life we had, the space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before this horrible bomb dropped. What was that noise? Okay, I think that might have meant they rested. Let's see. Memories or not, we need to get our heads clear and get a grip on the reality ahead of us. Alright, today is the rationing day, otherwise we'll fail like last time because I failed to remember to give them water. That one time I could have survived. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still so much to be done. Like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. Yeah, it's totally a good idea. Okay, Mira, I have to water them at least every 5 days. And yes, if you water them, I should get a watering can. But anyway, let's see. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Fair enough. Nothing new to report on Timmy, and everything's relatively calm with Dolores. And knock knock, this sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad. But we're always curious. Should we open the door? And yeah, I should borrow my watering can from Stardew. Good point. Yay! It's yes to everything! Even if it's raiders that could end us now, we're doing this. Oh hey, next day. Oh great. She's sick. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. The heart. We'll just heal her because we need everyone we have in order to survive this thing. Alright. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio that we do not have could help with this. Again. We can't. That's one of the things I would like to say yes to. Oh hey, I think Ted's back. Ted's back! Yay! You didn't bring a radio. Failure! Alright, let's see. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue of what's going on might not necessarily kill us. And let's see. What did Ted bring back? He brought 2 waters and nothing. Ted, I will feed you and water you, but you are going back out again soon. At least someone's going out again. And we can't use the radio, so I'm just not even gonna read that big thing. Alright. Let's see if there's one thing we need to do to use a radio on a regular basis and all that to catch things we can't catch because we don't have a radio. Okay, Dolores or Timmy? Who's the lucky winner of going out into the nuclear wasteland and potentially catching illness? Though, can we all just applaud Ted real quick? He came back without getting sick. We have to applaud him. And water tomorrow. Because tomorrow is day 10, thus that will be 5 days since the last time they've been watered. So, what do you think? Dolores, Timmy. Dolores, Timmy. Ora? What? Anyway. Dolores, Timmy. Dolores, Dolores? Alright. Wish her luck, she goes to the wasteland. And yeah, military cheer. My sister's nearby me while I'm streaming, and she just told me quietly. But thank you. Don't you dare say so. Anyway, let's see. Hoorah. Okay. So now we need to water and feed them. And let's see, it's not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help but think of it. And about what we can make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to... We already went over that! Not for a second. Okay. So they still live. That's always a bonus. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get here. That makes sense. And Timmy seems okay. Ted seems to be doing well. We have like 3/4 of a can of soup left. It's not a good position. I hope Dolores comes back with food, or we are doomed. We decided to have some fun today and play a game or two. The first one was picking the game we are going to play. This took us most of the day and we still haven't made up our minds. Oh dear. And yeah, I know, right? It is just fine. Alright. We've made it 12 days. We lived. I don't know how much longer we'll last, but that is one day more than last. So that is better. We decided to act out scenes from our favorite movies to amuse ourselves, at least for a moment. For some reason, every time we picked a new scene, we ended up with one from a Humphrey Bogart film. Okay. And Timmy's being brave, Ted's fine, and neither of them need anything. It's insane, we keep finding spiders everywhere, they're in our soup, they're in our water, we swear some of them keep coming back and they are bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this, it's time to wage war on the spiders! Well, we only have one option. Bug spray to kill them all with the poison! I'm already feeling the evil light from my streams coming through me. If there is one thing that can drive spiders away and stop us climbing up the furniture, it's the bug-killing spray. Yes, all spiders must die. This was the right time to unleash this deadly weapon, and the results were excellent. We eradicated 404 of those little guys, and we even found a water bottle stashed in the corner. It was a good day. Also, a good point, or a hammer. That does work as well. Though more furniture gets broken, so, the spray tends to help sometimes, but, the hammer can be good sometimes. Anyway, Timmy, he has been talking about nothing other than water. For bug freaking. Bug. Anyway, where's the water when Ted needs it? And let's see, we always thought life could be much better. That was before we got nuked. Now we think life could be much better. In a way, not much has changed. Fair enough. By the way, if you hear random mutterings outside of my voice in the background, that would be Hoppin' the Crazy, my sister. She's kind of hanging out for the stream, I think, or at least for some of it. I have no idea how long she wants to hang out, but she's here. So let's see what they're up to today. Living in the past is not wise in our current condition. We need to think of today and tomorrow. Fair enough. Time to ration supplies? Nope. None for any of you. Yep, cool guest stars. Yep, we got one. When we opened the bunker this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, the best of air, obviously, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. This never ends well. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Even better! Should we take a look inside? Why, yes, everything points to this being a completely logical decision. Also, the challenge declares it. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey, I think Yay, Dolores is back! Woo! And no one's sick! And it was booby-trapped, so there was nothing inside. Timmy's injured. Timmy's injured! I just noticed he has a cute little band-aid and a little bit of a bandage. Alright, Dolores is back. She brought free waters. We need food. Padlock, that helps, but food. Dolores. Dolores, I can only feed everyone today, and we're out of food. Timmy, I don't care that you're hurt. You're getting chucked out there to get stuff for us. And let's see, we stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shantytown. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat licking its paws nonchalantly. No, I don't want the cat. I want the dog. If you get the cat, you can't get the dog. Surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. Okay, never mind. That sounds like my kind of cat for this month. Okay, as we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching our hatch. Should we let it inside? Why, yes, let's let the bloodthirsty cat into our shelter. The killer cat instead of the killer rabbit. There it is, staring down at us. Sharikov. Staring down at its prey. When we opened the hatch, the cat jumped in and marched around the whole shelter, sniffing all of us. Every wall, corner, empty soup can, and piece of furniture. Finally, it picked a quiet place, sat down, and let out a deep sigh. Before taking a 12-hour nap. Its color has Sharikov etched into it. What kind of name is that? That is Sharikov's name. Yes, evil eye. Yes, it does. And let's see, everyone's good. Good! We're tossing Timmy into the wasteland. He's the only option anyways. Bye, Timmy! And really? And hello! How are you doing, new personnel? We are doing a yes to everything challenge right now, just so you know. And while playing in the shelter, Sharika stumbled upon a small wooden box that was hidden behind some loose. Here's the best picture you've ever seen. Yay! And let's see, we got some bug spray! Woo! I hear that can be turned into totally healthy medicine, so we can do that. Oh dear, we need soup. We're never huge fans of mushrooms. This is not going to end well already. But with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Shall we eat them? Yeah, nothing could go wrong with this. Woo! Yep. Nothing could go wrong with eating mushrooms. We learned something today. Tomato soup is our best friend, and mushrooms aren't. Yuck! Dolores has not eaten for a while. There's one thing we need. It's water for Dolores. Dolores got ill. Dolores is also very needy right now. Wild Wasteland perk is now available. It was not active. What's that mean?
In Fallout New Vegas, if you get the Wild Wasteland perk, then the more crazy, wacky things get unlocked. So she's eating mushrooms, so now the more crazy.
Alright, I'm tempted to give them all water, but nah. We felt we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really off in our Fallout shelter. Yes, it's the first Fallout, obviously. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. So do we go in guns a-blazing, or do we just flash a flashlight? What do you think, chat? Also rare to you too. So, guns a-blazing or cute little flashlight? Your pick. I'm cool with either because I don't know how this turns out with either one.
Shots in the dark?
Bangity bangity bang shooty shooty?
Should we light it up, or should we take some shots in the dark?
I'm sensing a theme of shots in the dark from how people are being. At least we have one vote for shots in the dark. And you know what? We're gonna go with that. Shots in the dark. Yep, I heard shots. Hey, the gun's even still intact. That doesn't always happen. I'm mildly concerned about the random scribble there. That's not over there. We figured the best way to be sure nothing and no one jumps us inside the mysterious room was to bash the door open and start firing. Yeah! When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our operation. The room was empty, we hit nothing but the walls, and we barely dodged one ricochet gone bad. Okay then. I mean, we didn't die, so there's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Wonderful. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. Okay, that's better, actually. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on the trail of a giant, mutated spider. Please, no! Don't let me ever see it. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. I should hope she has. That means there isn't a spider. What are you gonna do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, she will return the favor in our day. Well, we have to say yes. Give the crazy lady ammo! Or at least the perfectly crazy, as in there's no giant spider. Please let there be no giant spider lady. Alright, did she give us anything? Nope, she just took the ammo. We agreed, mostly because we're kind of curious. Here's what she's planning to do with that spider when she catches it. She doesn't want to say. Maybe one day we'll find out. Well, let's water them all. We can't feed them, but we can water them. While trying to pet the little nuisance, we found a piece of paper on its collar with an address scribbled on it. Could its previous owners still be around and worried sick? Chances are slim, but maybe we should pay them a visit. Or at least whatever's left of them. Sounds great. Let's go have a nice little trip in the wasteland when one of us is sick. Also, I don't think Timmy's coming back. Or he is the second I think he's gone forever. Timmy, do not bring food. Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by two men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly, Sharikov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it, and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. And what is that little emoji? TP Foofun? Okay. Well, nice little emoji, it's adorable. Alright. We're about to come empty-handed. We got 2 bottles of water. We have no food. Timmy, we need food. I'll give you water, Timmy. Ring, ring. There we were, thinking we'd never hear a telephone again. When suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? Alright, place your bets at the head, Dolores or Timmy. That gets to run recklessly. Alright. Let's see, who do we toss at an unknown phone for whatever reason? Dolores? Alright, good point, she's sick, we can risk it. Okay, let's play. Oh hey, she even came back. She looks worse, to be honest. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. Maybe she'll enter the Matrix. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Great! Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Oh, she came back okay. I have nothing to give them. I'm just going to start scavenging again. We can't do anything with that. It's only so long they're going to survive without food. Yep. See, called it. There's only so long they can survive without me lost the
At least now you have some food.
Dolores bravely faced hunger, however, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. Oh, great. And Charikov's back. I'm just gonna give them water because we have tons of it. Okay, so that's the only one to go outside. Please. Please come back. If Timmy dies while you're gone, then we're done. He's sick. Timmy's sick, Timmy's hurt, and we have no food to give him. Drink. Our supplies are scarce, our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. That is true, you can practically smell it right now. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement. Oh, it shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway and we need them more, right? Yes to everything. We're totally innocent, nice people, right? I know, right? Dolores was abruptly in bones. You'd think everybody would be completely good now. Yeah, that's totally normally how human by the case. Hey, we got 4 cans of soup from stealing from old people. Hunger drove Timmy insane. When he realized we wouldn't be able to provide for him, he snuck out and never returned. So we got our 4 cans of soup from that expedition. And what? Wait, we used it to secure. Padlock is gone now, and we got 2 bottles of water, gas mask, Boy Scout book. Ted, you did great before you went insane. We can't even prep for an expedition. And a loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sharikov found a new toy, a bit of insidious wiring that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for, but our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? Yes, let's touch a random wire. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Nothing ever goes wrong when you poke random things. Oh hey, Ted still lives. That's a start. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with 2 men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them a hard time for it and marched back to our bunker. I'm just going to feed him a bunch. Wait, did I give him actual water? No, I didn't. I'm just going to give him a bunch of supplies because he's the only one left alive now. And I want him to go back to being sane. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Yes. Alright, day 30! Let's see what they have to say. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they were a top-secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. That's typical. Wait, it's suspected of being a Soviet agent. Of course. They're willing to let us into their super top-secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top-secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. Alright then, and yep, we plan to survive, and yeah, apparently call me Cat. And there we go. And onward bound. Yay! We can get rid of a valuable thing or another valuable thing, because we have to say yes. Alright, so we can get, wait, why are we lower on? Because we can either get 4 waters, which we have 14, we don't need more water. Or we can get more food, which we do need. So we'll get the food. Give me the food! Besides, we can use the gun for more things than we can the gas mask. Besides, we're not going to be scavenging ever again. So, we got 2 more soups. And you know what? I'm going to get back to the every 5-day schedule just to make sure we still have supplies for our things. And we don't have a radio, so let's just watch him as he goes slowly and steadily more insane. From being the only one in the shelter. There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter? Ted is not complaining today. At least not very much. Great, great. We don't want to scavenge. The cat is growling in the general direction of us and our supplies. Wonderful! We're not sure if the cat drinks soup, but it's the only thing on the menu today, and it's up to us if we want to share our tomatoey delicious with our pet. Nothing could go wrong with giving the cat the soup. You know what little we have left? We still have food, and the cat is up there happy now. The little critter was utterly devoured the whole can in less than 60 seconds, and left nothing behind, not even a drop. After that, it took a long time, well, not a long time, sorry, it took a long, peaceful nap. At least it won't bother us for a while now. Or will it? Next! No scavenging. Scarfield. Fair enough. It is orange. So fair enough. And oh, thank you for the host, Alan. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we'll keep our peace, or else we might need to act like wolves. Survival of the fittest and all. I finished this game once, but then I checked the stream and apparently it didn't work out. The stream lagged out too much, but this new setup, as you can tell, I'm easily interacting with you guys and you guys can see what's going on. But yes, so I did have an ending and I know how to get it again, and I'm trying to get it again actually, but I'm not going to tell you. Eh? Oh, and thanks for the host. Some mornings we feel a bit hopeless. We need to pull ourselves together and be more optimistic. The army can't be far. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. Well, Ted, I'm giving you water tomorrow. And food, I promise. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we said. That's not good. He's gonna be gone for multiple days and we only have Ted. Wait, we can't get that ending if we don't do this. Well then. Oh, hi Alan. Nice to have you back. Well then, we have to say yes, that's the issue. I think we're gonna get the end. Oh, we didn't? Yay! We did it! I'm so happy! Graciously agreed to fulfill the request. Recon mission was risky and all that. Ted was of course hurt. And I'm now feeding him. And no wait, we can't prepare for scavenge. Yep, it's Ted and Mr. Sock. Give the Sock a puppet to name. Nameless Sock puppet, please. Alright. Stream was dropping frames like crazy as you were starting the next game. Yeah, I know that feeling from earlier. And let's see. Trash can is becoming full of empty soup cans, and that unmentionable bucket is overflowing. Both of them are attracting strangely glowing, suspiciously big insect wildlife. Roaches weren't that big before the war, were they? Smash them with the book. Oh wait, I forgot to give you guys a chance, sorry. Well, the book's still there? Silas the Sock Puppet. Alright then, that is the Sock Puppet. We dodged a bullet this time. That is, as if a bullet was huge, hairy, had 8 legs, and a glowing head. Yeah, I never want to see that. Hopefully we won't have to deal with them again. I hope so. Ted has always had a heart of gold. That's why we weren't really shocked to find him feeding our supplies to some disgusting pet cockroach. Both Ted and the bug seemed really happy, so we didn't manage to stay mad for long, although when Ted started sharing jokes and life stories with the cockroach, we became a bit suspicious. We lost the canned soup. Yeah, I kind of noticed he's been losing it. Here, eat. Maybe that'll help. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch-nemesis? Well, Ted, of course, because he's the only option. And he's insane anyways. If he gets his health kit kind of thing, but of course he got sick. When we opened the safe, we heard a loud bang and the room filled with thick, nasty smoke that smelled of rotten eggs. The nuisance booby-trapped the safe. Sure, it slowed us down, but it didn't stop us from taking its most prized possessions. Take that, Ned! Too bad we won't ever get the stench off our clothes now. Plus 1 ammunition! And now Ted is sick. And crazy. This is great. While emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there are supplies in there? Should we check that? Well, Ted's the man for it. Let's send him out there again. Nothing could go wrong with him being hurt, sick, and tired. And look at that, he's still alive. Unfortunately, it seems it was a prank. We did not find anything in the marked spot, but at least we didn't run into any bandits. Okay, well, I'm just gonna constantly give him food and stuff now, because otherwise I don't know if he'll stay. But here, we just heard we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Sure. Day 42. Well, at least that means we haven't finished off at all. Let's see how long we last. Let's just leave all those questions be for now. Ted seems to be losing it. Yep, Ted's getting worse and worse. Yep, eat more, drink more. There's nothing I can do for you besides that. Yay! There's a chance we might get the ending soon! If we live long enough, we will get this ending. It's a matter of just surviving a few more days. Alright, we graciously agreed to fill the request. I don't have a med kit of any kind. It normally is there when I have it. Otherwise I would heal him. But they thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Ted, survive. Please. We could use some extra supplies. The last time we went to a supply run, we noticed a damaged tank and the rebel nearby. No, he's gonna get killed. Look at him. He's sick, he's hurt, and he's crazy. So we're gonna send him out a tank. We're gonna get at the end, aren't we? Oh my goodness, we didn't. He still looks horrible, but we did die. We got a radio! The tank must have been badly damaged on the outside, but we found a working radio inside and made contact with the military. They're willing to lend us a hand, but we need to have an operational radio ready for their transmission in our shelter. Woo! Alright. More food and water. Let's keep going. And I can't do anything about this broadcast from the military. Ted, live. Good. Good job, Ted. Okay. If we can just survive 1 or 2 more days, I know for a fact we're going to get that ending. He's gonna go more nuts. No, we were so close. The cat is the only survivor here.
All the soup belonging to me.
So is the soup and the water is all the cats. Ted's wounds were too serious to leave untreated. They became infected and took Ted's life. So we survived 46 long days. And yes, you did hear hopping. Well,
just about to leave.
We perished. And I really need to stop the stream because I need to 1, have supper, and 2, do schoolwork for college. But that was at least a successful-ish challenge. I say ish because we kind of died, but I did keep up with the yeses. Yep. Well, thank you for watching the stream, everybody. Means a lot when so many people show up. And I'm glad to give you a break from stress. Happy it helps out. I plan to try to stream Monday night again, and it will either be 60 seconds or it will be Stardew Valley. And we will see which one it will be, but good thing we got the 60 seconds stuff figured out, so at least now it's working for streams. I will attempt to record some. If it doesn't work out, we'll just keep it as a stream series. But yes, once again, thank you for joining the stream, everybody. If you haven't followed, remember to follow, and also if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, it's Light Shadow. Just search up Light Shadow Slime Fun. And yeah, thanks once more for joining me. This is Light Shadow, signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.